Right now, we're going to be talking about exponents and order of operations. Here's one to get us going. We've got to remember that it makes a difference the order that we perform the operations. We see that we have an exponent, parenthesis, multiplication, a subtraction, another subtraction, and division. Now, we're going to take care of anything in the grouping symbols first. That is so important. That never changes. Now, we really don't need this extra dot to show the multiplication. We could just put it right next to the parenthesis, but that's okay. Now, it might seem a little boring that we've copied everything down, but it's very essential, keeping everything step by step. So if you're taking notes, put parentheses first. Everything else comes on down. Now, you might know what 5 times 4 is, but we don't care about that. We need to take care of the exponent next. And so 4 to the second power is 16. Now, you might keep the parentheses, keep the dot, keep both if you want to really be extra cautious. But as I said, you really don't need both. Biggest mistake people want to do is take and square the 8 and square the 4 right in the beginning and then subtract. No, parentheses first. Number crunch, get one thing first, then take it to the power. Now, 16 times 5. That might be a little bit of an exercise, but you can do it. When you would go and do that multiplication, you should get 80. Now remember, you multiply or divide whichever comes first. That's why I need to do it. Multiply or dividing are the same. So you don't want to jump in. It's multiply or divide. Divide or multiply, whichever comes first. So then we would do the dividing. And lastly, you add or subtract. Again, if you have to have a tiebreaker, you go left to right. Now, let's work on one a little bit even shorter. Let's say we have 2 times 3, and let's just not stop there, plus 8 times 4 minus 2. This is a good spot to remember. Multiplication, dot, parenthesis, or the old-time multiplication symbol. Now, there's no parentheses and no exponents. Remember that it's very, very important to go through and we're going to multiply or divide whichever comes first. Let's say, for instance, even if we did put parentheses in, that would, again, you could dictate and get a whole new different answer. Now see if you're agreeing with what I just wrote down. We did the multiplication, and then we're going to add or subtract. Now remember, we're going to add, subtract again, going left to right. So we would have 38 minus 2, which would be 36. So sort of keep that in mind as well. Write your steps again and again. Don't try to do too much at once. That's the biggest error that students want to make. But practice, and you can do it.